In this first video for the fantastical history, we're going to go over how to find an appropriate reference photo and how to also do some ideation sketches on top using thumbnail sketching. So on my camera roll right now, I have been doing some Google searches, specifically searching for large images of images that could be in the public domain. There's also some image searches just for the public domain, but essentially I'm searching for things that are older than 76 years or more. So in this current year, that's around 1944, I believe. And these are some images that I found that I would like to use. So, we're looking for something that has an interesting figure ground. That means like a background relationship with the figure, and also one that maybe stars a more prominent figure. So I think any of these would work. This one would obviously focus more detail on the person. So you could start with a historical figure. Sometimes you want to consider, the seriousness of the subject matter. So this would like be a photo of the Titanic. If I would do something with this, I would want to just generally consider that implication. Where one that maybe seems a little bit more fun, maybe this would be an appropriate image to do something really, kind of crazy, or maybe a little bit more of a party on top. So you want to kind of think about what the implication is of the image and how maybe you could pull that out or change what that image is saying for your own artistic devices. So I have already saved a couple on my camera roll. And I'm going to show you how to set up your document in Procreate. So we're going to go to the top and make a new canvas right up here. You're going to make this in inches, and you are going to select 18 by 24, so inches, 1824, and then make sure your DPI is 300. That should leave us plenty of layers. We're looking for about 15 or more on this piece, so that should be good. If you see less than that, just let me know. And you're going to click Create. And from here, we're just going to practice kind of bringing in your images. If your image is tall, you can just turn it with your two fingers on the screen, whichever way is going to work best for you. Wrench, add, insert a photo, and then you can grab your images off the camera roll. We might have to make them larger, and that's okay for this piece since we're using more grainy found images. If you want to fit it to screen, you can absolutely do that. I like to crop mine a little bit too, so that's up to you. I mean, we'll end up cropping these photos later if they don't completely fit. If you have a taller image, you could just turn it this way and bring it in. Or if you have an image that's square, don't worry about if it doesn't quite fit. So basically bring your images in, whether it's one or a couple. I like to work with a couple on this, and they'll each be on their own layer, and then make a new layer above each one. And this is for when I'm going to turn off the layers I don't want to see. This is just basically using my iPad like a sketchbook right now in some sort of bright color, just something visually that you can see. Maybe I'll start playing with what I want that wasn't super visible. So I'm going to maybe use white or something. You just want to start playing around with, is there anything that you want to make changes to the images? So maybe I want to add like, party hats on these guys, maybe give them big puff sleeves or something. You could change around and just kind of draw on top of your image. So thumbnail sketching can be like just making little teeny tiny, it's called a thumbnail because it's like a teeny tiny sketch. Essentially, it just means a really quick sketch. They used to be called thumbnail sketches because they're the size of your thumb, just really teeny tiny ones to kind of create some ideas around. So like just any little changes that you want to make to the photo. That way I can work through many ideas quickly. Maybe if I didn't like that one, what else could I turn this image into? These kind of look like little peppermint candies. So maybe I could have them like literally on peppermint candies or something. Like you get to change, just try to come up with ideas quickly, but I'm really looking at like what's in the image and how can I either change the meaning of that, or how could I enhance that image kind of thematically. So that's it. I want you to try 3 different thumbnails over 3 different images in this same document, 18 by 24. Thank you.